I think it's time to talk about the Warriors. The season finally started.
Yeah.
The dream of 82-0 has crumpled under the weight of Steph's ankle, unfortunately. So the Warriors get the win on Wednesday, 140-104 at Portland. And then on Friday, they get the win 127-86 at Utah. Steph, unfortunately, on Sunday gets injured in the loss at home versus the LA Clippers. And that loss was 112-104. Yeah, so he's going to miss at least the next 2 games. They said they're going to reevaluate on Friday and see what the timetable is.
I know basketball has done this more frequently. I would say like last couple of years, but I am a big fan of this. If you got a team that you're going to do a back-to-back, just play the same team twice, which is what they're going to do here with New Orleans on a back-to-back schedule here. It's kind of like a little
home
mini playoff series. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I wish that the schedulers could make that happen for all back-to-back games. If that's
I know they don't necessarily do this like the same way in hockey on back-to-back nights, but they do like schedule home and homes where like I remember the Sharks played the Philadelphia Flyers at the Tank and then turned around 2 days later and they were playing them in Philly, and those are your only 2 games against Philly that year too. So that's
that makes a lot of sense too, because then you got the same travel. Time.
Yeah. I like that too. Definitely, if you're going to play on back-to-back nights, it has to be in conference, right?
Right.
If you're going to play the same team.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So upcoming games, like we said, we actually have 2 games in a row against the Pelicans. They're both actually at Chase Center on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then you're at Houston on Saturday, and then at Washington on Monday. I think that game will tip off before we start recording. So we'll at least have some mid-game updates for you next week.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 games, they look good. It was just, teams that are probably not going to be very good. Hey, you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Oh, yeah, and they did.
So they did the job. They look deep, right? Everybody's getting playing time right now.
He's rolling 14 right now, right? Or something like that.
So,
got to figure that out. Probably shorten it up to about 9 or 10 is probably what he wants. But right now he's playing with everybody.
Yeah, and I think it's a good approach. Find out who you can count on, and Trace Jackson Davis looks awesome.
He hasn't missed a shot.
Yeah, I mean he just looks incredible. It looks like the growth is happening before our eyes. Kevon Looney, like with a backup role, lost some weight. I mean, how springy and that mid range. I mean, he looked pretty good. I think that's a good combination there. I like all the wing players. Hopefully Kuminga continues to grow. He didn't sign that contract, but I still want him to be really good. And then Wiggins looks, it was really sad to hear about his father passing. So condolences to him and his family. He looks like he's good season. So
say that again. I'm sorry. Your mic cut out. Say that again.
I said Wiggins looks like he's off to a good start, and he's putting together a good season. So I just think there's a good mix of young and veteran talent, and I'm excited to see all this depth. What's Moody? What's going to happen with Bajemski? There's a lot of youth, and they're all really interesting players.
Moody signed the extension, so he's going to be with us for at least another. Yeah, he's going to be with us for at least another 2. I think it's 3 years.
It was a 3-year contract. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm excited to see more of the younger guys coming up here. Lindy Waters looks great. I can't believe we got that as a trade piece. He can't seem to miss a 3-point shot to save his life. So that's a great sign for us. I just think when you go against teams, and we said this before the season started, but when you go against teams that have athletic bigs or true centers, the Warriors are probably going to struggle. And it showed last night against the Clippers as well that they struggled. And we know that that's going to happen, but you just got to find a way to out rebound the bigs and put yourself in a good position to win each quarter to come out with a W here. So
Absolutely.
All
And
right, and yeah, the depth is going
thoughts
to be
and prayers. Thoughts and prayers for Steph Curry.
Yeah. If I could, I'd rip my ankle off right now and give it to him. You know,
I don't need it.
I don't need it. He needs it way more than I do. But yeah, obviously they don't sound too concerned. I mean, if they're talking reevaluating after 2 games, it sounds like it's probably a pretty minor thing, and they're like, you know, expecting him to be back sooner than later. So that's good. That's promising. And you get 2 games against New Orleans to you know, kind of test the waters a little bit and see how some of these other younger players can react to not having Steph around.
Absolutely.
I just think
unfortunately he's not going to be here forever, you know. So
I just think it's the Warriors' MO to get players on their team that's water related. You know, you had Poole, the Splash Brothers. Now you got Lindy Waters here. You know, we just got to keep that same train of water players. You know.
Yeah, we got the Splash Buddy.
Yeah, Splash Buddy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is fun, man. Like we said in the headline of this of today's episode, the Warriors' depth is going to be tested. New Orleans, they're a team that is looking to be in the playoffs. You know, they're so you know it's
Zion's
a nice
in
opportunity.
shape.
Yeah, Zion's kind of in shape. That's where I was trying to go with that.
Down and started picking up the weights.
That's right. So we'll see how they react to that. Yeah. So like we said, they're 2-1 right now. They're currently sitting in 6th in the West, which is a playoff spot. You know, 79 games to go, but it's a playoff spot.
Stop the count.
Stop the count. Stop the count.